Good morning. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install a WordPress theme from GitHub. A few assumptions. You have Git installed on your machine, you're using a Mac, and you have a local WordPress environment set up already using something like MAMP. One thing I will say, a quick note, is that I do recommend that you set up a new WordPress installation with its separate database for each new WordPress project you're working on locally, and then just update MAMP or whatever you're using for a web server software to point to the new location every time you switch between projects. That just prevents your local development environment from getting real cluttered as you work on different themes and that sort of thing. So first step, go ahead and open up an app called the Terminal. Bam. Yeah, it looks like something from the Matrix, right? I use that joke all the time. Mine's black, yours probably white. That's the stock color. Really doesn't matter though, it's the same thing. So we can go ahead and put that to the background for a second now. So now we need to open up the Finder. So grab that bad boy. Cool. So we've got the Finder, and what we want to do is we want to go into our themes folder. I've put together a WordPress installation on my desktop here just to make it easy. Yours may be somewhere else, like projects, blah, 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 blah. Just wherever you put it, go to that location, navigate inside, content, themes. We've got themes. We want to click on themes, and we want to copy that. So not the text. Go ahead and right click and copy the whole folder. Now with that, we're going to go back to the terminal. Where's my terminal at? Terminal. There we go. And type in CD, which stands for change directory, space, and then paste what you copied. So it's cool when you copy a folder or a file from the Finder window and then paste it into the terminal. The terminal will translate into the file path, so you can press enter. And so now inside the terminal, you're in that same folder. Obviously, it doesn't have the same graphical user interface, but that's what we want right now. So now that we have that, go to a GitHub URL where you have a theme. I just found this Fruitful theme on Google, but you'll know whatever theme you're trying to work on. So I'm on the Fruitful theme, and what you want to click on is called Clone or Download. Right there. Ideally, if you're logged into GitHub and you've set up SSH keys, you'll be using SSH. Right now it's cloning with HTTPS, which is fine, but you're going to need to use your username and password. So if you have an option to use SSH right here, click on that. But for the sake of this example, it does not really matter. So I'm going to copy that URL and go back to the terminal once again. And so now we're going to type in git space CLONE space, and then paste that file path. It's a git clone. So what that's going to do is that's going to copy all the code from GitHub onto your local machine. And the reason we want to do it this way is so that as you make changes later, so if you're working on a team or something like that, and you're working on a WordPress theme, you'd want to be able to push your changes later. And so obviously you could just download the zip, extract it, etc. But in this case, we want to use git clone so that we still have everything within the Git workflow. So press enter once you've done that. And like magic, it is installed. And so if you go back to the Finder, you'll now see we have the Fruitful theme ready to be installed. And go back to, if you go to your local WordPress installation, you'll see the Fruitful theme, press activate, and boom, that's it. Any other questions, let me know in the comments, and we'll talk to you soon.